Alright, welcome back everyone, I'm still Evil Tim, and this is still Let's Play Perfect Dark. Let's go to the last update we're going to have in my old flat. We are going to Carrington Villa to save Hostage 1, who is Daniel. And we're going to do this in agent mode first, just so that I can show you one of the little gimmicks that Perfect Dark has. In this particular case, levels changing depending on what difficulty level you're on. In this case, you start in a different place depending on which difficulty level you're using.
A Datadyne team have taken Daniel Carrington hostage at his private villa on the coast, and they say they will spare his life in exchange for the AI. Unfortunately, we don't have it.
This is the best plan
Daniel
ever.
and Dr. Carroll were at the villa to discuss matters of mutual interest.
Okay, wait a minute.
It
So,
looks like Daniel found a way
not
to
at the
hide
massive
Dr.
fortified
Carroll
Carrington
inside the villa
Institute with its
when the
secure
Datadyne
conference
hits
rooms.
getting
No,
in.
we are going to his private villa, which is easily taken over by a random team of
Hopefully, our phony
Datadyne thugs.
negotiator ploy will give me a chance to surprise the Datadyne squad.
Maybe you should have sent in a real negotiator instead, rather than just some random frightened temp. This is the last time I work a temp job here. Okay, meanwhile, Joanna slides down this for no reason, rolls over, and pulls out the invisible sniper rifle she conspicuously isn't carrying. Here it is. Marvellousness.
Or they'll kill the negotiator.
No, fuck that. I'm going to give peace a chance. You, negotiate your way out of this. Earn your pay, woman. I don't even know how to talk. I don't have any animations. Shut up. You're going to negotiate your way out of this. You're going to show the people of Something Awful that there is a peaceful solution to all this and no more death needs to happen. Well, that was bloody useless, wasn't it? Sinking into the ground even as we speak. This guy over here is going to be sure of things, though. Splat. Yep, looks like she's dead, Bert. I guess the bullet holes weren't a clue. Okay, so let's instead do this properly now. Here we go. Alright, gotta be quick or they'll kill the negotiator. Okay. We have to do this because she's a shitty negotiator. She will then run straight into the villa, which is full of bad guys who will inexplicably ignore her. It's not a particularly logical objective. You know, this man is going to bounce sideways in a breakdancity fashion, but the 90s are over, my friend. And the 90s were over when you started that too, so we're going to shoot you. And now, you have 38 seconds to get to the first sniper down here. If you do that, you'll get a dual CMP-150, and you already know my opinion of that, so we'll blast him, and he falls down there. You can still do this on Perfect Agent mode, it is just this side of entirely possible. However, it's also ridiculously hard, and really doesn't benefit you in any way, because as I've said, I don't like dual CMP-150s anyway, so we'll just blast this guy out the way, and then we'll return to one last final thing in this Agent mode game, which is this. Daniel Carrington's observatory. It's a nice little bit of detail here which has absolutely no role in the level at all. However, it's fun to have a look at. He's got his chair, he's got his little barrel-y bit to look up, and he's got his awful textures. Meanwhile, Perfect Agent Joanna is apparently getting a little bit skittish and trying to push her furniture around. Here, Joanna, you can stop now. Okay, so in Perfect Agent mode, we don't have to save the negotiator. We've got to eliminate the rooftop snipers. We've got to activate the wind generator. We've got to locate Datadyne snipers. We have got to capture a guard? Yeah, it's a very silly tacked-on objective, and we've got to save Daniel. So, once again, we sweep in. It's not 1846 hours, look at the sun, for Christ's sake.
A Datadyne team have taken Daniel Carrington hostage at his private villa on the coast, and they say they will spare his life in exchange for the AI.
See what they did here?
Unfortunately, we don't have it.
It's down the back of the sofa, we swear.
Daniel and Dr. Carroll went to the villa to discuss matters of mutual interest. It looks like Daniel found a way to hide Dr. Carroll inside the villa.
All we know is that the Datadyne team heard flushing sounds as they entered the building.
Hopefully, our phony negotiator ploy will give me a chance to surprise the Datadyne squad.
By standing directly in front of them.
It's not just my life on the line.
Yes, it is, you liar. Yeah, apparently they don't know what Joanna looks like, despite the fact that she just completely totaled their building. You have to wonder which of these is more incompetent than the other, really. But anyway, let's just disarm these two buggers here, beat them up a bit, and then we'll go over there and we will shoot them. Now, Perfect Agent mode for some reason has this strange love of giving you spare laptop guns. It gives you an extra one in this mission as well. You can yank out the laptop gun there and shoot them both, but it's a bit more difficult than just disarming them. Meanwhile, I've got this sniper who's going to sniperdy us in an unfair and indistinguished manner, but we get his sniperdy rifle for that. It's a bit random where it lands there. Sometimes you can get it and sometimes you can't, but we got it and we're happy at that. So here we go. We've got it back again, and for some reason there's a sniper way over there. I really have no idea why. But let's just demonstrate on the other game a little trick here. You can't disarm them. However, they have no health whatsoever. One hit with any weapon will kill them. It's kind of silly, really. So they're welded to their rifles in a very physical sense. However, they are not really attached to, say, living. Now, there's a guy over here who's going to demonstrate a new animation. We saw it before, but I didn't comment on it. They can duck down and take a precision shot. But however, we can take a precision shot at them first, and we're better at it. So we'll now steal his gun. And there's another little bit of editing here from the first run I did at this, which wasn't as good as this one. Which, we've got an R-tracker here for some reason. You'll see what that does in a little while. But, yeah, in the previous game, here's a demonstration of the fact that they actually just choose their idle animations at random, because this guy runs around the corner, hasn't fired a shot, but reloads anyway, which is odd of him. So, we won't comment on that further, we'll just open this door and blast him and his friend again. Haha, you were killed in both the past and present. Oh, and he dances into oblivion, like a very stylish fellow. Now, I will accept any correction on this fact, but I don't actually think that Daniel Carrington owns a single television. He has an obscene number of sofas, though. He's a very, very strange fellow, clearly. We'll take another look around his kitchen a bit later on, because there is weirdness there, weirdy weirdness in the sort of ways that we are not familiar with, being mere mortals and humans. So, we're just going to have a quick look down here, because sometimes some guys will come out and other times some guys won't. It's odd. And meanwhile, this guy is going to run down here. Because of the way this level is structured, guards can hear you from all over the place. It's, well, I'd like to say it's a nice looking level, because it is, but they then just slung a bunch of guards at random, and there's about 58 guards and all of them have CMP 150s. It's really quite lazy and kind of dull as a result. However, there's these snipers here who are all scripted to fall in spectacular Hollywood deathly manners, which is good at least. So we're going to pick up this CMP 150 here, have a quick look in here. This is one of the rooms where we will find the hackers later on, but it doesn't appear on the R-Tracker yet, because obviously recognising where the terminals are is too difficult for the R-Tracker. It is but a simple piece of machinery. Meanwhile, these guys are once again going to water their guns with sawdust. Yes, they water their guns. They don't reload them at all. They just hope they grow in a natural manner. That's the Datadyne way. So just gun these guys down on the stairs, gun this guy down too, and gun this guy down. Hooray! Marvellousness. You weren't dead, but now you are. That's the way of things. So, there's the other terminal over there. I had a quick look around firstly, because there are some guards that sometimes come in there, but they didn't this time. One of them will later, though. You'll see it. Cover your own ass, dirty boy. Yeah, they will sometimes try to swipe at you. The thing is, they can't swipe at you if you're not directly in front of them, which means they get very confused. That's Daniel's bed, and the less said about that, the better. Sometimes there's a guy still here, and as you'll see, Daniel Carrington apparently has a toilet in his shower. Let us leave this place and never speak of it again. Right, now we can actually go all the way back out and all the way back up to where we started off in agent mode if we want to, but we're not going to go that far because it's kind of redundant now that I've shown you everything that's up there. But there is a secret weapon that way, the second secret weapon in the level, and I'm not sure why it's in this level really, because it's not really appropriate to an indoor level, but it's kind of fun to show it off and it's kind of fun to use. So that's one more sniper, and there's another sniper over here too, hidden upon the roof. There he is. Let's defeat him with our CMP 150. Trying to out-snipe a sniper with a submachine gun isn't really that bright an idea. However, the sniper rifle really doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's not worth bothering about. In fact, it's largely the same weapon as the Falcon 2. It's just got a much nicer scope on it and looks very swanky and cool. So we will let it be. We won't criticize it too much. Blast that guy, who will not give us dual CMPs because we have taken far too long. And then we have the final sniper over here, who we will snipe back, and we have beaten all of them for that.